surrounding the Golden Gate simply disappear. Phyllis, Phyllis, who makes the warning bells on the cable cars play, the gang's all here. Phyllis, Phyllis, who charms the crabs on Fisherman's Wharf right out of their shells, who lights the lamps of Chinatown just by walking in view. Phyllis, 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 it sure isn't you.
Jonathan, Audrey, I brought somebody home I want you to meet. In here, Rex. She's picked up a dog. Rex Hutchins, this is Audrey and Jonathan Dexter.
How do you do, Mr. Hutchins?
Hi, how are you, sir? Rex, just Rex.
Rex is a dentist.
Oh, really? I thought you were a dog.
Rex and I met on the courts this afternoon. We were a team for mixed doubles.
Yeah, we won all our games, got lucky.
We're a winning combination.
Jonathan and I were so happy when Phyllis started playing tennis. It takes her mind off her work and her life and other depressing things. You know, I've never talked to a dentist before. Not even my own. Every time I open my mouth, he sticks his fingers into it. Even when we meet socially.
Sound like a very conscientious dentist.
Oh, just a drunk.
I go and put some coffee on.
Don't bother on my account, Mr. Dexter. I've got to be running along. I have a full schedule.
Well, glad you stopped by.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Phyllis, could I talk with you just a minute, please?
Surely.
Audrey, why don't we go up and watch the news?
But Jonathan, that would leave Rex here all alone, except for Phyllis.
I think they can manage. Come on. Come on now. Good night, Rex.
Good night.
Say good night, Audrey.
Good night.
Well, I guess you know I enjoyed this afternoon and this evening very much.
It was a perfect day. Beautiful weather. We won all our matches. And dinner, oh, it's delicious.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
You know something? I think I haven't had so much fun since my husband's funeral. I mean...
No, Phyllis, I know what you mean. And I've had fun, too, and I'd love to see you again.
Well, you're one dentist I wouldn't mind seeing more than twice a year.
But before we do see each other again, I think there's something you should know about me. I should have told you at dinner, but we were having such a lovely time, you know.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to spoil it. I mean, I didn't want to spoil it with something unpleasant, see?
Something unpleasant. Let me tell you something about me, Rex. I may have my faults, one or two teeny ones. But I am the kind of person to whom other people turn when they need a sympathetic ear or a friendly smile.
Phyllis, I'm married.
Get out of my sight.
Phyllis, I'm not really married. I mean, I'm separated. I don't live with my wife. I mean, I don't see my wife. I don't even talk with her.
I see.
So, how about dinner tomorrow?
Oh, I don't know, Rex. Dating you would go against the moral code by which I was reared. If I were to go out with you, I would feel that I was doing something indiscreet, something wanton, something dirty. I'll let you know tomorrow.
Okay, I'm going to hear from you tomorrow then.
Well, goodbye, Rex.
Can I kiss you goodnight?
I don't think so, Rex. You're married.
Yeah, well, I told you, Phyllis, I'm only half married.
All right, then. You can kiss me. With one lip.
wake up. Leo, wake up. Wake up.
She told me she was 18. What's wrong?
Sleep on your own time.
I wasn't sleeping. I was meditating.
You were snoring.
I didn't hear anything. Julie, I know when I meditate. I've really gotten into it. It makes me more creative, more peaceful, more calm. My mind now is like a tranquil body of water.
Yeah, the Dead Sea.
Good morning, Julie.
Good morning, Phyllis.
Julie, I have a terrible problem. I hate to burden you.
I have a really busy schedule. Is this going to take long?
No. It actually began when I was a child. My mother always told me...
You'll have to do better than that.
Oh, of course. Well, when Lars and I were first married, we agreed... Several years ago. Last night?
That a girl.
Last night, I was asked out by a married man. Not married. He's separated married. And Julie, he is the nicest, the most attractive man I've met in San Francisco. Julie, what do you think I should do?
Introduce him to me.
You don't think there's anything immoral about going out with another woman's husband?
Of course not. If his wife agreed to a separation, in effect, she's saying she doesn't want to be married to him anymore. And as far as she's concerned, you can have him.
Wonder what's wrong with her.
Why won't you grow big and green like the others?
How's it coming, Audrey?
Nothing works with this plant. I've praised it and I've begged it and it just won't grow.
Why don't you get tough with it? Show it who's boss.
All right, I'll try. Grow or I'll cut off your water. You think that helped you?
I wouldn't be surprised if it bore fruit. Phyllis is out with Rex again?
Yes, isn't it wonderful? She's been getting along with someone for 2 whole weeks.
Glad to see her involved in a steady relationship.
They seem very happy together.
You're the most childish person I've ever met.
Phyllis, you're starting to get on my nerves.
Here they are now.
How was the game?
Well, we lost. Just one of those things, you know.
Ha! We wouldn't have lost if you'd been playing with your eyes open.
Phyllis, why are you getting so upset over one lousy game?
Because we had it won. We could have crushed those two.
Anybody can crush those two. They're 80 years old.
They're not going to play for keeps. They shouldn't be on the court.
It's a tradition at the club to let them win.
Stop making excuses. Admit you played terribly today.
I played terribly.
Oh, that's better.
All right, that does it. Mr. and Miss Dexter, goodbye.
You sure you won't have a drink?
Good to see you, Reg.
Ha!
I'm leaving.
That's the first good move you made today. Oh, that is without a doubt the most egotistical, stubborn, childish person I ever met. I think I'm in love with him.
I hope Phyllis is all right.
Yes, love can be a very painful experience.
Yeah. So can drinking 3 glasses of liquid fertilizer.
Hi, Phyllis. Going out with Rex again tonight?
Yes, we're going to the country club for dinner.
Have a good time.
Do you have a minute to talk?
Well, sure.
Bess, have you noticed a change in me lately?
Well, you've been in a great mood. You spring out of bed in the mornings. You smile all the time. You sing around the house. In the evenings, when everyone else is tired, you're still full of energy. You're making everybody sick. I think it's great, Phil. Is it because of Rex?
Bess, I have something to tell you. I'm afraid it might come as somewhat of a shock to you. I think Rex and I are in love.
That's terrific.
Bess, wait, let me finish. It's possible that we may eventually get married.
Great.
Bess, wait. I don't think you fully understand what I just said. Rex and I could get married. How would you feel about that?
Fine.
I wouldn't want you to feel that I was abandoning you for Rex or that I was betraying your father's memory.
I wouldn't.
Dear sweet Bess. Dear sweet, brave Bess. It's inevitable that it will affect you. In time, you may come to resent me and everything I stand for. You may decide you never want to see me again. Maybe you'll be afraid to let anyone get close to you ever again. If you marry, you may decide not to have children, fearing that they will suffer as you did. In the end, you will be old and alone, cursing me for what I've done to you.
Phyllis, everybody needs someone to love. I've always hoped that you would find someone to sort of take Larsa's place. I mean, sooner or later, you're going to have to forget about the past and start putting together a new life for yourself. Phyllis, I think Rex is a fine man. And if he makes you happy, then I'm happy.
You are?
Yeah.
Good. You know, Bess, that was a very beautiful thing you said to me. It never ceases to amaze me how I'm able to draw the best out in people. Hi, Lana.
Hi, Phyllis.
You know her?
Yes. Her name's Lana, lovely woman. We played tennis the other day. We're going to start playing regularly.
No, Phyllis, don't do that.
Why? I beat her 3 straight sets.
Phyllis, Lana's she's my wife.
Your wife?
Yeah.
Well, she's nice. Not at all as I imagined.
Phyllis, I think we should look at the menu now, okay? Phyllis?
There we were. The 2 women in your life. Neither of us knowing who the other was. We played tennis together. We shared a few drinks. And a few laughs at the bar. You were the miserable bum she was telling me about.
All right, Phyllis. All right, let's forget about Lana and let's eat. What do you say?
Oh, I'm going to invite her to join us. Don't you think that we should confront the situation now, get it out in the open? I like Lana. There's no reason why we shouldn't be friends, is there?
Yes, there is. I hate her.
Rex, please. For our sake, yours and mine. I don't want to feel we're sneaking around behind anybody's back. Lana, would you like to join us? What? Join us for a drink?
You want me to join you?
Sure.
Oh. Here, please, sit down. It's so nice to see you again.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Fine.
Good, me too.
Me too.
Good.
What would you like to drink?
He knows.
Yeah, I guess I would.
Now, what does that mean?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Isn't the service wonderful here?
Wonderful.
How are the dogs, Lana?
Fine, thank you.
Oh, you have dogs.
Lana has 4 pet poodles. I know because I keep getting bills for their grooming.
Well, that was part of our agreement.
The poodles aren't the only ones getting clipped by that arrangement.
What are their names?
Rex, your attorney seemed to think the arrangement was okay.
No, Lana, no. Your attorney thought it was okay. Your 3 attorneys.
I once had a pet goldfish. I couldn't think what to name it because I couldn't tell if it was a boy or a girl. Who can tell with a fish?
You're your usual charming self this evening, Rex.
You can imagine my dilemma. But I came up with a perfect name. You want to know what it was?
You know, Lana, in a way, I'm glad you haven't changed.
Oh, well, in a very short time, there'll be a big change in me. I'm going to be single again.
Lana.
I'm counting the days.
I'm counting the hours.
Lana!
The minutes.
Lana, listen to me. I'm going to tell you the name of my fishy. I named it Francis. See, that's a boy's name and a girl's name.
Well, I'd better be running along.
Nice chatting with you. And you were worried. Well, you could have cut the tension with a knife.
What do you expect from two people who are getting a divorce?
I didn't expect him to act like that in public. Lars and I would never have done that. We kept our arguments confined to the bedroom, where bitterness and hostility belong.
Hey, Phyllis. What do you say?
Max, this is a surprise.
Yeah, well, I'm surprising myself today. Phyllis, I'd like to talk with you about something. And I'd like to do it now if...
Do you want to take the rest of the afternoon off?
Do I?
Oh, no, I don't think that'd be necessary. Could we just...
Sure, of course.
Okay.
Julie, you think he's gonna to propose?
Oh, I don't know, but if he is, you better get in there. You don't want him to start without you.
Leo. Excuse me. Leo, could we use the studio for a few minutes? Leo!
What's wrong? What's going on?
You were meditating again.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one. Hi, how are you?
Ah, doing okay, Leo. How's yourself?
Very good, thank you.
Leo, could you wait outside for a few minutes while Rex and I talk in here?
Sure, oh, sure.
Hope you're pardon the interruption, but we...
No, listen. I was ready to take a break anyway.
Well...
Here we are alone.
You know, Phyllis, it's funny. I've done this before, but it doesn't make it any easier, you know?
Well, Rex. If it's any help to you, I have a pretty good idea what you're going to say.
I'm going back to Lana.
No, that's not it.
Yes, it is.
What?
Late last night, I went to see Lana to apologize, you know. And the first thing I knew, we started making up. Like crazy.
Oh.
And it's all because of you, Phyllis.
Me?
Yes. Being with you made me appreciate my wife. What I mean is you have so many of her qualities, Phyllis, and you made me remember how really good my marriage once was. And I just don't know how we're ever going to repay you, Phyllis.
Beats me, too.
Well, I got to run. Lana's waiting, but we both want you to come over for dinner sometime, and I mean that. Okay?
Terrific.
Phyllis? What happened?
Julie. He cheated on me with his wife.
That's floozy.
Julie, it's over.
Phyllis, you've got your whole life ahead of you. Oh, he's not the only man in the world. There are the fish in the sea. And tomorrow's another day.
I've never heard so many cliches. Do you know any more?
Every cloud has a silver lining. It's always darkest just before the dawn. It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Let me see.
Do the one about the silver lining again. That's what
Phyllis, you sure you won't come out and have dinner with us?
Positive. Thank you, Jonathan.
I understand. I guess I might do the same thing. Just sit here quietly and listen to some music and think things over.
I'd get pickled.
You know, Phyllis, none of us is immune from heartbreak. We just have to learn to bounce back.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Jonathan is absolutely right, Phyllis. Let me show you something. Just look at my plant now. You see? When all hope seemed lost for the poor, sickly little thing, I found a way.
Audrey, this is a miracle. This is living proof that we can bounce back from adversity. This is plastic.
Of course. When something isn't doing its job, I dump it and get a new one.
I'll keep that in mind, dear.
You're watching ALN. Here's what's coming next.